Hi folks, hope you're doing well. Just taking dogs for a walk. It's 25 minutes past 12, now on the 29th of July 2020. So the puppies were just in here having a feed. You'll probably be able to hear them a little bit while I'm doing this one. Anyway, yeah. Okay, I saw something earlier. It was about how the Chinese are treating a section of their own people, and it's absolutely and totally disgusting. Really is. I mean, there's a lady who was taken away from her children for 2 years, held in one of these encampments. They're called, basically, they're trying to turn people away from their beliefs and their way of lives and make them into good little Chinese people. Absolutely disgusting. But with these people, they're mainly Muslims. I think I don't know how to pronounce the name of, not Wiccans, something like that, Wiccans. I saw it on what's it called? Last week tonight with John Oliver, season 7, episode 19. It was on that. You can probably find clips of it on YouTube. I'd imagine so. But yes, they had this woman who had been taken away from her family for 2 years, held in one of these camps. Re-education camps, I think they're called. Something like that. Not too dissimilar to Nazi camps. Apart from they don't have the death chambers, but everything else, yeah. It's incredibly nasty. Well, the lady was saying they have, I think, 2 minutes to do with their toileting. If they don't do it in time, they get electric shock to the back of their neck. One of these batons they have that can shock you. The Chinese put one of these to the back of the person's neck and shock them. And they have to say thank you to the person who shocked them and say, I won't be late again. Disgusting, despicable behaviour. I mean, you can see why America, I can't stand Trump, but you can see why Trump, to a certain degree, if Trump was going against China for this reason, you have to back him. You have to say, yeah, okay, you're right. I don't think he's doing it for any reason like that, really. I don't think it's due to humanitarian. And I don't think the UK is doing it for humanitarian reasons either. I think the UK is basically doing it because America said, please do. Back us in this and be nasty to China. So the UK said, yeah, no problem, we do that. Because these atrocities have been going on for quite a long time. And it is really bad. I mean, they interviewed the woman when she was back with her children, and they interviewed the child as well. And the child said, yeah, she missed her mum. And her mum burst into tears. 2 years away from her little daughter. Hearing that her daughter missed her during that time. Her daughter is begging her mother to stop crying. Trying to wipe tears away from her eyes. This child is maybe 4 years old, 4 or 5 years old. Yeah, it's disgusting. They use these people as slaves. In factories of Nike and Volkswagen. They've been slaves in their factories making their stuff. And of course, Nike have said, oh, nothing to do with us. We didn't know this was going on. And we didn't really care, but we didn't know. And of course, Volkswagen has said they've never heard of these atrocities going on in China, even though they have these factories in China. Even though clearly the factories in China have people in them who know about these atrocities, and nobody reported back to Volkswagen what was going on. Yeah, right. Of course they did. They knew what was going on. They were fully aware of it. It's utter rubbish to try and suggest that they weren't. And that's the point. These companies knew what was going on. So there you go. Anyway, yeah. How on earth a country as big as China, where they're highly dependent upon the world to buy their products made in their country, highly dependent on that. How they can behave in such a disgusting way to a massive section of their own people is beyond me. I don't know how they can do that. I really, really don't. So, yeah, the people, the spelling of it is Uighurs. So I don't know for the life of me how you would pronounce that. I'm trying to look through well, that's all in Chinese, so that's no use. At some point, the chap does talk about it. And say, but yeah, there's a massive hatred towards these people. I mean, they've taken parents away from their children, children away from their parents, and put them in camps. Yeah, it's insane what they've done. Absolutely insane. Yeah, and it's like these people, they have cameras all outside their home where the government keeps an eye on them, keeps an eye on what they do and what they don't do, and use any evidence they find, which some of it is weird. Yeah, they brought a set of dumbbells at some point. They stopped smoking, but that's a bad thing. They suddenly stopped smoking or suddenly stopped drinking. Well, there must be something dodgy going on. So, of course, in the state then arrests these people, holds them in camps, and basically tells them that, brainwashes them that there's something wrong with them. And they've actually banned children's names that sound a bit too Muslim. It's insane. This is a country. I mean, I'm of the opinion that years ago, and it was about 20 years ago, about that time, that the UK gave Hong Kong back to China. They should never have done so. They should never have done so. China is a disgusting, horrible place. It's governed by incredibly old-fashioned ways and old-fashioned values. A country whose government bullies its people left, right, and centre. Where with the ruling class bully the rest of the country massively. I mean, we know pretty much that this virus came out of China. And what did they do? They tried to hide it to start with. When their own people started trying to report about it, what did they do? They got the person sacked. They made that this person was an absolute lunatic. But they were speaking about the coronavirus and trying to get people aware of the fact that this thing was there. So that's why, as I say, when you talk about the death rate in China, the amount of people that have died in China, they've lied through their teeth. Because I think they say through the whole of that time till now, around 7,000 people have died. Well, come on. Only 7,000 people have died. Are you kidding me? It's a disgraceful nation. I mean, we've known for years how it can be, how Christianity is illegal or has been illegal in that country. And I've said before that certainly the church in China is going to be a lot more powerful because there's a risk to meeting. And so all these churchgoers won't attend those churches, not where there's a risk to attend them, not where you could be imprisoned. No. So there you go. In the end, it is what it is. Yeah, there is a nastiness there in that country, a definite nastiness. The way it can treat its own people. And the thing of it is, if we turn a blind eye to this and we ignore it, then we could be ignoring something that is truly horrendous. Yet we're no better than the people that ignored what was going on in Nazi Germany with the death camps there. If we ignore this, we're no better than they were. Not in any way, shape, or form. It is an absolutely disgusting situation that, crazy situation. Anyhow, there you go. I thought I should say something about that because it was on that program, and I know most of the people in the world wouldn't have watched that. So whether they would know about the atrocities that are going on is a different matter. But yeah, these atrocities are incredibly serious. Not good in any way, shape, or form. So China hits back anyway. After all the people talking about them, someone in China then put something on Twitter saying, in the US, population of native Indians dropped from about 5 million in 1942 to 250,000. From 5 million in 1492 to 2000. No, sorry. 250. Anyway, unlocked. Yeah, anyway. That'll do. Brain isn't working now, so I'll leave it there. But anyway, they're trying to slag off the US, saying that the US killed off all these native Indians, and what happened to George Floyd was showing that systematic racism has choked ethnic minorities so hard that they can't breathe. As if saying that what another nation is doing excuses what you're doing. That's their response, that people saying that you've got to stop doing all these nasty things to your own people. No, well, but you did it to your people. Yeah, you did it to your native Indians, you do it to your black people. Yeah, excuse me. Name calling doesn't really help, does it, particularly? You are systematically abusing your people. You need to stop doing that. Simple. But as I said before, boycotting Chinese goods in some ways can be quite tricky because then you won't be able to buy certain goods. You want to buy a kettle, you want to buy a toaster, you want to buy a microwave. Chances are you're not going to find one unless it's made in China. So, with that being the case, that isn't good. Anyway, there you go. That'll do for now. I'm going to get the puppies back into their area so they can sleep, so I can feed the old ones. You take care. God bless, and I will speak to you soon. Bye-bye.